Positive person. Last year, 2009, was probably one of the most daunting years of my life. I went through a pretty serious injury surgery right around the time I was going through a divorce. Yet the whole time I remained pretty positive. And what I want to talk to you about is how all of our interactions, all of the challenges we face on a day-to-day basis, it's up to us how we react to them. You know, it really is. It's up to us. You can react in a negative way. I was riding over the dam today. I didn't do anything wrong, and a guy fucking flipped me off, you know, like out of nowhere. And I was sitting there in my head, I was like, I wonder what is going on in this guy's life that would cause him to flip me off, you know what I mean? And so I'm going to talk to you about some of the challenges I've had in my own life, and yeah, here we go. So this is me like a few minutes after the birth. I saw this, I was so embarrassed to show this photo for years, because I think I have kind of a football head. And I was like, oh my God. I remember like pulling this photo out, like I would never show it to my old girlfriends, you know, back in the day. This picture is taken at Outer Banks, and this is going to be pretty personal. This is one of my best friends. It looks like Paul Fight from the Wonder Years. My sister, this is one of the most horrific nights of my life. My parents got into a very violent, physically violent fight this night, and we all heard it. And I'll just never forget it, you know. They raised me in Columbia, South Carolina, little deadhead with all stickers. They sent me to a school kind of like Baylor, you know, gave me a lot of good opportunities, a lot of chances to really succeed. Like my friend Mel's Cumberland here. And, you know, they really tried to build me up and give me a lot of good opportunities, like I'm sure hopefully all of you guys were. The throat continues to grow if you're here. This is me graduation day. You know, went to high school with like 55 people. Went on to a small private school my freshman year. My parents probably spent $15,000, $20,000 sending me to private school, and I blew it. I freaking blew it. You know, this is me in Boone, North Carolina after that freshman year. I left that school with like a 1.32 GPA. This is my sister. I live right here in this apartment, and I was working at the Western Steer going to a community college in Boone, North Carolina. Okay. No direction whatsoever. But hopefully, as all you guys see with your own lives, you always have like bright stuff around the corner. You know, like horizons. I mean, if you want to believe in a positive outlook on life, it's there. I mean, like it really is. Like we all have hard times. So this is something I'm going to read to you over the next few slides. I was laid up in bed for like about 2 or 3 weeks. It's my GPG. Back in September, and I wrote this in bed. What do you want more than anything? A new car? A new life? A new life? Get off your ass and make your dreams a reality. If you don't really want it, then you don't deserve to get it. All of life is a gift. This is in Cochabamba, Bolivia. We were told not to pick up these orphans because they had lice. And there are orphans everywhere. Like, how can you not love a little kid who like doesn't know his own parents, you know? All of life is a gift, not a gift. Believe it or not, if you really want something, you can have it. And know this, every breath is something to be valued. We all travel through life so fast that before you know it, it's over. Every second counts. Always remember this. On the same trip that I was picking up these orphans, they put us up in a 5-star hotel in pods. And the irony was just ridiculous. You know, they're these orphans that have nothing. Here we are, these wealthy Americans going to school and college and putting us up in hotels. This is an integral Gulf Stream. So what's important to you? Love, happiness, security? What choices will you need to make to ensure your ultimate happiness while you're here? What steps are necessary to put you not where you need to be, where you want to be? Okay? Spend less, work more, work less, live more. We require people all around us to take responsibilities for their actions. But how often do we require ourselves to take responsibilities for our own actions? The minute we wake up and realize that none of us are victims. None of us are victims of the situations that are presented to us. But actually, if we are in control of our own destiny, it's the moment we actually begin to live. We're all in control of our own destiny, folks. It's up to you. These are not cards. This is right before I got a divorce. This card right here, these are my tarot cards. It's like, this friend of mine was like, your marriage isn't going to work. I've been with this person for 8 years. He was like, your marriage isn't going to work. This is Saturday, August 29th, and my wife and I decided to get a divorce. And I fell in a compound fracture of the right leg. You know? But you know what? I went into the hospital. This was over Thanksgiving. I had to have 2 additional surgeries. I'm not any different than any of you folks are. But you know, if you choose to react to something like, I can overcome. You know, we can overcome. This is me going into my surgery. This is me in the hospital in Erlanger. Okay, like the day after Thanksgiving. And I'm cracking these nurses up. I was probably all morphined up. You know, I'm sure I was. I'm sure I was on all kinds of drugs, you know. And then come in my room and I'd be blasting my iPod and they'd walk in and be like, hey, what's going on? And they'd be like, we love you. You're our favorite patient. I was like, you know what? I love you too. You know, just having a blast with it. But I came out of the surgery and I was so contemplative on my own life. Also, like, I play drums. This is my band's in the back there. I came out and I really was thinking about, okay, shit, that was a heavy moment in my life. You know, how am I going to react to it? And I really thought long and hard about how I was going to react. And the next slide, I just decided to, I fell skateboarding. So I decided to rise up against the skateboard, you know, the obligatory middle finger. You know, and just decided to say, you know what, no matter what we're giving, if you want to overcome it, you can. You know, and so the next few slides are kind of funny because I took a trip earlier in the year and I thought these were appropriate. You know, this is in a river in Oregon. These are all sequoias in the background, but it seemed appropriate to the theme of rising up. You know, it seemed appropriate to the theme of overcoming. The next slide is going to be going through the Avenue of the Giants in Northern California, and kind of a similar thing. And yeah, I hope to inspire you folks. I'm not any different than any of you all are. I just hope you all can, you know, maybe walk away and look at some of your own challenges and you're like, gosh, how did I react? Like that guy today flipping me off. You know, what's going on in his life? You know, to be so aggressive. But like I came out of it and like I told you, I play in this band and we just started rocking out again. We're recording a CD right now with Charles Allison. If you guys know Charles Allison, he's got a great studio here, Spanner Studios. We're all recording there and hopefully to do a CD release show at JJ's. And the last one, these are my boys in the background. There we go. And yeah, just I hope you guys have fun and have a good life and I hope you keep choosing to react to things that, you know, the best way that works for you.